everybody. Today on Cedar Hill Country Market, I'm going to take you through what we're working on here in the shop. And we've been doing nothing but making masks. So while there's a lot of YouTube channels with a lot of different patterns and an enormous amount of speculation on what mask is perfect and what isn't, we know that these aren't going to be preventative of what's going around, but the nurses are using and doctors are using these to use over the N95 masks. They're disposable. They can use them once or twice and then toss them in the trash. I'm going to be making a mask specifically for people here in my community first, and then I'm going to continue to make masks as long as there's a request for them. I'm going to keep making them. We've cut all other shipments and all other stuff off. I've closed down my shop, not just because there's a slow time for ordering, but that we need to focus on helping our communities and, more importantly, our country. So we're doing nothing but sewing masks today, and I'm going to show you how I make them. There's not a pattern. I just suggest I'll show you the link in the description of where I watched the video on how to make these masks. You're hearing isn't going to be too loud. It's my washing machine going, because I'm washing fabrics in order to continue to make masks. So what I'm doing is I'm just going to use an 8x10 front part of the mask, and I'm going to use a 12x8 back side of the mask. So all I'm doing is I'm taking the front part of the mask, you're going to have your fabrics facing together. And we're going to take the back, the 12x8, and we're going to cut it in half. And I'm mainly making all of mine on the serger. It just goes really fast. I can make a whole bunch of them. So we're going to take the right side of the fabric and lay it down on top of the face-up fabric here. And we're going to do the same for this side. So they're going to overlap. You're going to see that this one is going to overlap onto this one. Real important, because you want to leave a pocket. We're going to create a pocket so that this can be put over an N95 mask, or you can put another piece of fabric inside to help prevent any other dust particles or anything like that coming inside the mask. So I'm going to go serge straight down this way, and I'm going to make a serger. I'm going to serge all the way around it, almost like making a pillow slip. Our fabrics are still facing the opposite direction, and all I'm going to do is come in here into the pocket, and I'm going to start to flip it over. You want to use cotton fabrics when you're making masks so that they breathe properly, otherwise you're going to sweat a lot in the mask. Okay, and this looks just like a pillow sham where you stick your pillow on the inside. We're going to press this out real good, making sure all the seams. I'm using the serger because I want to make sure that they handle through wash cycles. The big complaint is they don't handle being washed very well, but all my fabrics are pre-washed, and I'm using a serger, so I think that's going to help. Okay, now we're going to take this and make it into the actual mask, where you're going to have your pleats, so this can enlarge up to 8 full inches to cover your mouth and your nose, and pull this underneath your chin. It also has a pocket. Like I said, again, you could put another piece of fabric or any kind of quilting batting or anything in here to help filter out anything at all. And you can take it out to wash it, or this can be fit over another type of mask. So we're going to make our pleats. And all I'm doing is the size of your pleat is going to be about 1/2 inch or 1/4 really. I'm just doing 3 pleats on mine. I don't think the number of pleats really matters. I haven't seen that yet where it's really mattering about how many pleats you have, but I think it matters on how much it pulls out to cover. And then we're going to press this down. Okay, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and put our label on it. Okay, now we're going to take it over to the sewing machine and we're going to run a stitch and put the elastic in on each side. I'm going to run a stitch down each side. And as you can tell, this one's complete. I just ran a stitch and attached the elastic. I'm using 6.5 inches, which I think is pretty standard. I tried 7 inches, what they asked for, but it's super big. It's even big for my husband. So I'm going to pull it back to about 6.5 inches and see if that's just a little bit more comfortable. I recommend that you use 1/4 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch elastic. I have 1/2 inch and 1/4, so I'm using both. But definitely you're going to need the thinner elastic and not anything real thick. And it's just about the same as this other one. And so let's go ahead and try it. Pretty comfortable, and are able to keep it up over your nose and also pull it way down under your chin. So these offer a lot of coverage. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next time. We got to get busy and get out as many masks as we can, you know, to help our community and most importantly our country. Everybody stay safe, and we'll see you guys on the next video.